maybe because of my past and my background, that I like the idea of thinking I have a choice. I like the idea of thinking that I, to some extent, am shaping the experiences that are going to happen to me in the future by the choices I'm making today. I don't know if any of that's true, and it may be exactly as you say, that all of this is just happening to me. And then it just puzzles me why there's this little guy inside looking out these eyes and listening out these ears, who's sitting in there imagining that he's doing something. What is the point of that guy?
No, you see,
I'm not sure what it is.
Well, but you see, there's the point. This is not, in my view. I'm only speaking about myself. I'm not telling you to believe anything I say or to be that way. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
But as I understand it, this is not happening to you. This is you. And there's a big difference there. There's a huge difference. You are all of this. There's not a little you inside to whom this is happening. That for me, that doesn't exist. I can't find it. It's not there. I've looked for it. It's not, nothing is happening to you. Nothing. Nothing. It's everything that's happening is you. When somebody says this is my life, that's you. Your life is you. There's not a me who has a life. You are a life.
So the thing that Judy said earlier in this conversation about cause and effect are often not really explaining anything is exactly what you're saying, and I'm agreeing with. This is all just happening in the immediate, and our ideas of cause and effect, our idea of duality and non-duality, our idea of choice and non-choice, these are all just our projections upon what's happening. And to put it in your terms, even these projections are simply what's happening. And, you know, I was born in this physical body, you were born in that physical body. Today we're here having these conversations as we each imagine that we know what's going on, and we're rendering our descriptions about what we each think is going on to each other. And it's all just happening, and nobody's doing anything. I mean, I follow all that, and I can't disagree with it. But in my own little world, as I go about what I'm going to do after this conversation's over, I'm going to suffer the illusion that I'm going to choose whether I go out for coffee, or whether I go exercise, or whether I want to do something else. And I'm going to actually enjoy that little illusion that I'm making choices.
Well, you'll do what you like.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what we all do all the time. We do what we do what we like, and we avoid what we dislike. It's totally natural. Except there's not a you doing that. There's just attraction and repulsion. This is what I understand. Okay, just to put a cap on this.
Yep.
Why do we carry on these conversations? I carry them on for a really simple reason. I may understand something after a conversation like this, and when understanding changes, behavior changes. That's why I read books. That's why I talk to Judy or whatever it is.
You're doing cause and effect, though. That's why you read books.
No. There's no cause and effect. It's
just happening.
It's an automatic. See. Yes.
And I like that.
The reason there's no cause and effect is because if you say this is the cause of this, A is the cause of B, then what preceded A? You see, and you'd have to go back and back and back until the Big Bang, which is the cause. And then somebody could say, well, what caused the Big Bang? And you would say, well, I don't know. Well, so if you don't know that, you don't know any of these. You don't know any of you don't know the cause of any of the subsequent events. It's just a chain that you haven't, there's no way to get a grip on it.
Again, I agree.
Okay, well, so perhaps, since we're discussing this, when you leave this meeting and you find yourself doing something, you might say to yourself, maybe Judy was right.
I'm sorry.
Maybe it's not just one way or the other. Maybe this is all here. See, and I'm not.
Yes,
And
but
I'm
I
not.
do
Sure,
agree
that
with
will
that.
happen any minute now.
I do agree with that.
Can I come back, Robert, to something that you said, because I think that I think it's a key for a lot of understanding, and I think that it's often missed, which is the concept, because of course that's all it is, and that's all we've got here, that I am the experience, not the experiencer. I am the feeling, I am the thought. I am not the one thinking, I am not the one it is happening to. I am not the one who even has the like and dislike. I am the like. And I think that if that's played with and followed through, I am the colors that are happening on my screen. Again, I'm using the expression "my screen" because this is so built into everything we do. It's almost impossible to have a conversation without it. But if I am color and I am sound and I am sensation and I am feeling and I am thought and I'm not the one it's happening to, that sense of self becomes much more wispy. It's not solid and it's changeable. And it's for a lot of people, I think, that are trying to understand all that spiritual gobbledygook out there. I think that playing with this is illuminating. Because it just playing with the idea that I am this thought, as opposed to I am the one who's thinking this thought, or I am the one this thought is occurring to, or even that there's an inside somewhere. It immediately dissipates a sense of solidity of me. It dissipates. And that's a whole different experience.
I agree with what you're saying, Judy, and that's. I first heard this idea from Jiddu Krishnamurti, where he said that the thinker is the thought, and you see that's an amazing shift. If you really let that work on you for a while, myself kind of vaporizes, and there is no more myself. There's only what is. You see,
This is
a lot of people who are seeking. This is what they're seeking, and so there may not be a how-to or a method, but it can be fun to play with this and just see what happens, if anything.